we don't even know when we're getting out of here. We have had not one person, not had one attendant, nobody help us.
More than 9,000 flights have been canceled, stranding passengers trying to make it back to the inland Northwest far away from home. Good evening, I'm Corey Howard. These boards and long lines say it all right now. Frustration and tension climbing at airports across the country as planes remain grounded. Here's a live look at all the flights in the air right now, courtesy of FlightAware.com. It says bad weather and staffing issues are contributing to this chaos. There's also a shortage of air traffic controllers, especially on the East Coast, which impacts the entire country. Air carriers telling some people that they can't be rebooked until after the holiday. Now, according to FlightAware, United Airlines is faring the worst with about 12% of its schedule canceled by mid-morning. In fact, one United passenger trying to get to her car in Missoula is stuck in Wisconsin. Our John Webb is live at the Spokane International Airport. And John, for that passenger, this trip home has a very emotional attachment to it.
Yeah, good afternoon, Corey. She's been stuck at the airport in Madison, Wisconsin, and wasn't able to find a flight back to her car in Missoula until Sunday. Well, now she's got a complicated flight back home.
Not enough people, and you add a little bit of weather or, some mechanical problems, and then you have a mess.
And that's certainly what it is.
Quite a bit of travel to just try to get back home.
Thousands of people stranded in the jam-packed airports with no clear path home. Lara Smith now having to fly into Spokane, hopefully by Thursday, to then drive 3 hours from Spokane all the way to Missoula, then another 3 hours to Kooskia.
We're working it out between my husband and my daughters. We're going to figure it out. But it is, it's quite a bit.
Amidst that chaos, thankfully, United Airlines is housing her in a hotel, but that's not the case for everyone.
Friends stuck in Chicago that have been sleeping on the floor. We have friends in Denver. Friends trying to get to D.C., so it's kind of a big United problem.
Well, United pointing fingers at the FAA, claiming its air traffic control staffing shortage is to blame. Regardless, a lot of flyers pointing fingers at the United front desk agents.
You can't yell at the messenger. The people that are working are doing the best they can. Maybe their coworkers didn't show up. Maybe I would have something to say to them. But for the people who showed up, they've been great.
Well, just getting home isn't Smith's only worry. Her husband is set to fly out for 5 months to work in Japan in the next couple of days.
So I've already had friends here offer to drive me back to Idaho. If tomorrow afternoon, for some reason, we can't get out, then we're going to jump in a car and do a road trip. And it's 25 hours to my husband and my kids, and we'll make the best of it, glass half full.
Well, Smith hopefully walking through the doors behind me the next 24 hours. If not, she'll be making that 25-hour trek back home. We're live from the Spokane International Airport. John Webb, Nonstop Local.
Thank you, John. Now, if your flight has been canceled, remember that federal law entitles you to a full cash refund for the cost of your airfare, regardless of the reason. Many U.S. carriers also guarantee meal vouchers and hotel room as well. In the event your flight is delayed, airlines are not legally obligated to give you a refund unless the federal government determines the delay to be, quote, significant.